So, Scorpion was gonna bring his fragment to someone here, at one of the high security labs. Luckily, my secret identity happens to work here. I know these security systems better than anyone. Except maybe whoever's collecting these fragments.
Preliminary tests confirm what I've suspected from the beginning, that this artifact is an energy source of almost immeasurable power. Clearly, this calls for proactive measures to prevent it from falling into the hands of rivals.
Go, man! Busted!
So, we finally meet. I'm Serena Patel, head of Alchemax's Shadow Division.
Never heard of it.
Yes, that's why it's called Shadow Division.
Ah, touche. So, what's the master plan, Patel? You shadowy types always have one?
I could kill you, or I could explain everything and then kill you. I think I'll just kill you.
Son of a...
Computer, this laboratory has been compromised. Initiate self-destruct sequence. 10 seconds.
10 seconds? That's barely enough time to come up with a clever explosion-related quip.
Ooh, that must really burn you up. So long, Spider-Man. It's been a blast.
Oh, she's good.
Ahoy, Let's Watchers! It's me, your valiant Captain Vasco. Time to start dodging some purple tentacles. Yeah, it's not quite as horrifying as it sounds, but it's definitely not a good thing. Oh, God, this is such a difficult challenge, and I hate that it's the way you start this last level. Well, this last 2099 level. Ugh, bugger. See, it's a real challenge to try and avoid all those.
Slow my fall somehow. Webs don't fail me now. Ah, I think it's gonna work. Oh.
Welcome to the Shadow Division, Spider-Man. Tomorrow's weapons developed today. And at the heart of it all, my masterpiece. Impressive, isn't it?
Eh.
What do you mean, meh?
I've seen one of these before.
No, you haven't.
I have. I totally have.
It's a condensed matter reactor, the only one in existence.
Is that what it is? Oh. Eh.
Maybe this will impress you. The power of 1,000,000 thermonuclear reactions at my command. Now the world is mine. Everybody sing. Everybody praise me.
You know, if those tablets really had the power of 1,000,000 thermonuclear reactions, I feel like Juggernaut, at the very least, would have run some serious risk of, like, imploding his own universe. Anyway, let's take a look at the Web of Destiny. The key to that first section, as I pointed out, it revolves around a challenge, and sorry I couldn't really go into it. It's a very delicate challenge, so it's hard to sort of explain it while doing it without ruining my concentration. It's called Close Calls, and you have to dodge 50 purple Dr. Octopus tentacles in that first section. I think there's like one more free fall section in the level, but there aren't any other sections that have the tentacles in them. So if you don't manage to get 50 tentacles, or to dodge 50 tentacles in that first section, then you're out of luck for completing this challenge unless you go back and restart. I had a real hard time trying to do that on my first playthrough of the game, and tried the level like 3 or 4 times before I finally got it. But for some reason, I've eventually gotten the hang of it. It's pretty unforgiving though. You only get to miss like maybe half a dozen tentacles before like you just can't possibly succeed at it. Now let's take a quick look at the other challenges we have here. 5 web slams on public eye patrol officers. So that's when you do the mid-air web strike and you throw them. I've done those before. It shouldn't be too hard. Man over machine. Ledge run on Dr. Octopus's mechanical arm. That's a really dumb challenge. I'll show you later. 5 web pull glass walls. Wow. Grammar read fail bad, Vasco? Sure, great. Web pull 5 glass walls in Alchemax's labs. Now, this one, in the practice run that I did, and I've only managed to find the time for 1 practice run on this level. We'll see how that goes. I even recorded it. It's really awkward, so I'm recording again because it was terrible. But so there's like 5 glass walls throughout the level. You need to pull them all open in order to progress the plot, and yet it didn't register one of them in my other playthrough, so there was no possible way I could accomplish this challenge during that play of the game. It's really frustrating. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Core mechanic, throw 3 energy cores from lab creatures at enemies. Alley-oop, hit 3 enemies with flying maintenance drones. And hit 5 jet bikes with web strike punches. Now that is a perfect segue to check to make sure that I've actually unlocked that on this playthrough, which I have. On my practice account I hadn't, and thought that I had, which was awkward because I was largely unable to accomplish that. Let's see what other things I can spend the excess money I have on. First I want to take a look at my character upgrades real quick. Let's buy the cheap things first. So accelerated vision regen, don't need bonus suits, rage mode duration, accelerated vision duration. Could buy like health regen, it's not absolutely necessary here. What's the other thing? So yeah, I've got some rage mode things. I'll buy this cheap health regen, that'll be useful. Yeah, wow, I really like copped out on these rage mode things. I'll have to spend a bunch of points on those in the next level. But I don't want to spend too much time in my menus, because I already have a problem with doing that all the time, and it's really lame. So what I need to do instead is simply make sure that I have this, because I'm going to want this later. And I don't have quick charge, I want that too. Unfortunately, that's way more points than I wanted to spend on that, but they will be useful later, I promise. That should cover everything for now. Let's hop right back into a cutscene. I don't know why it gives you like 10 seconds of control there.
Ow. Just ow. Okay. Cable's gotta go somewhere. First step, figuring out where.
Alright, so like the Scorpion level before it, this level employs 2 different types of enemy sets. The first one being another couple waves of the public eye patrol officers, which I think one of the challenges has already alluded to. The other set is these like weird alien-esque like science experiment lab creature things. They're like medium-class enemies, they can block. But they also have, like, ranged laser attacks. Who wants my bomb? Bother. It's kind of hard to... It's a challenge that can wait till the final boss, but there is a challenge that wants you to attack 3 enemies with laser cores from those enemies. I guess it just calls them, like, energy cores, but, like, I think of them as laser cores because they're laser enemies. Okay, I'm clearly looking the wrong way to fight this guy. Kick. Spider stomp. Oh, missed him. I want to make sure there's another enemy around before I fight this guy. Is there anyone left around here? I really thought there were more enemies in this section before, like, all the little ones spawned. That counts. Okay, so I've got 1 down at the very least. Right. So now, I'm gonna try and stay away from these guys. These little, like, dopey enemies that just, like, run up to you and, like, explode themselves. But they're useful to have around if I can beat up these energy core dropping guys and throw the energy cores at them, because once again, I need a target to attack. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Ah, energy core. Want it. Come on. Ah! So frustrating! I am so frustrated! You, Laser Man, you are way behind the times. You are a Johnny-come-lately to the laser party. Nope, don't explode. Don't explode. Ah, I hate you. You are a jerk. Don't teleport away from me when I'm talking to you. You are very rude. Really don't like these guys. So there's a laser core, and there's like no one to throw it at, which really ruins my mood. My practice playthrough, I made this look really easy. For some reason, I did not have a lot of trouble with the laser core guys. I really dislike them. They're freaking annoying. Like the like medium weight class guys are sort of bothersome to me. Like I don't mind taking a beating from the heavy class guys, even though it shouldn't matter. Like, taking damage from enemies is taking damage from enemies, let's be honest. But for some reason, it doesn't bother me from the heavy guys, but it really bothers me from the medium class guys. Like, they block my attacks. Like, the heavy ones don't block your attacks. They, like, take an absolute ton of damage, but, like, they don't block. I hate blocking in my beat-em-up games. It's like cheating. Don't cheat in my game.
Nice knowing you. Are you that deluded? Look at you, trying to understand how to thwart my technology. I'm almost worried. You think you can shut down my reactor? Do your best.
Now, this is a level where I, at least, find it fairly tricky to find spider emblems, or, you know, at least enough spider emblems. So I advise checking every nook and cranny of these rooms at the end of these hallways. Because there's sort of 4 hallways, and they each sort of lead you towards one of these energy cores, and you have to unplug all of them to sort of open up the final boss area and invoke Dr. Octopus's rage.
Look at that! No more force field. Now I want to unplug more stuff.
Now, for anyone who likes cartoons and or voice acting, like I do, it may be interesting for you to note that the Dr. Octopus in this game is voiced by Tara Strong, she does a lot of voice acting, and I could, off the top of my head, I certainly couldn't rattle off anything resembling a comprehensive list. But one of the more memorable roles of hers is Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. And if you didn't watch Powerpuff Girls, you suck, because that show is awesome. As are all the shows by Jendi Tedardovsky. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but he's awesome. He's great. He made Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. At least one other notable title that I can't remember right now. But he's really prolific. He was great for animation. It's a real shame that he hasn't had more going on recently, because like he's great. Big fan. Big huge fan. Anyway, Powerpuff Girls is awesome. Dr. Octopus was one of the main characters on that show. Not actual Dr. Octopus, but the voice actor playing Dr. Octopus here. Just so we're clear on that. Although, you know, I don't think it would be completely unreasonable to have a character like Dr. Octopus on a show like that. Okay, so this room is cleared out. Made some progress towards some of my beat-em-up goals. Now we go back into this room.
More to go.
Demonstrate that unplugging a cord turns one of these, like, cords dark purple, and they don't surge with, like, evil science magic anymore. So, let's throw some guys, because I'm still upset. Hey there, flying missile bike. How are you doing? You're slightly more broken than you were before. I'm okay with this. So, yeah, as a reminder to anyone who's trying to play along at home, those are the jet bikes. Those are the ones I need to do the web strike punch, I think it's called. And in order to do that, you start a web strike by pressing your B button, or your, like, web grab button. I don't know if you're trying to play along on PlayStation or something. But, yeah, as opposed to pressing that button again to do a throw, like I've been doing to these enemies to accomplish... What was that challenge called? Alley-oop? No, alley-oop is... Alley-oop is throwing the maintenance drones, which I even missed that I accomplished, which is a problem. I should have paid attention to that, because there aren't a whole lot of rooms where you can do that in. That one where I started at the end of this first hallway, that's a really good, that's a really easy place to get alley-oop done. Pretty much all you do is like wait for drones to fly by, but they're pretty much constantly whizzing around at the near the roof of that room, and then you can sort of just like throw them down at any public eye officers in the room, and you get that done pretty easy because you only have to do 3. And the one I just accomplished was do the web strike and then press B, because like web strike sort of primes you for some sort of combo. You can press any one of your like attack buttons and it will do something different. If you press the web strike button again, then you throw them. If you press X, you do the web strike punch, where you sort of fling yourself towards them and punch. So that's the thing you want to do towards the jet bikes to get that done. You can do a web strike on these guys too, or a web strike punch rather, on these guys. Like this! Zoing! Why is zoing the sound effect for that? I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty tired. I put this recording off much longer than I should have. Because I just got home from WonderCon yesterday. I'm like, I can be a productive person. I can totally just get back into the swing of... No, I'm really failing at that pretty hard. But, I could be doing worse. I will say that for my current situation. Also, regarding my current situation, I don't really need to fight any more of these guys. I think I'm going to stop doing that, because it's just sort of wasting time. And that is a factor towards, you know, finishing this level with a reasonable time rank, which again, don't know why I suddenly, like halfway through my Let's Play, decided that this was a ranking of any importance to me, but I figure, you know, might as well give myself as much challenge as possible so that I can sort of inform you on the most effective way to get through these levels. Because, you know, I'm here to help, I guess, which is really counterintuitive, because I'm really the last person you want to ask for help in real life. Haha! I mean, I'm sort of demonstrated by my description of my time management skills that, at the very least, I can't be responsible in my own life, so I'm not sure why you would listen to me. Yeah, if you're wondering what I'm doing, just hopping around and not really progressing at all, I want to make sure that I get as many... There's actually a fair number of spider emblems here in this sort of like central chambery thing, and they go a long way towards having enough spider emblems to complete the spider emblem challenge, spider emblem collector, and I find that reasonably difficult in this level, so I'm just taking a bit of a time out to find all those pieces that I need. By pieces, I mean emblems, and I don't know why I said pieces. Again, I'm fairly tired. I don't want to land here because that will initiate another section of the level that I don't quite want to take on just yet, but I think that's actually where I want to go next once I've cleared this section out of my tasty spider point cookies. Is there one more here? Not really. I think I've probably mostly cleaned this area out by now. Yeah, I'm back where I started. Don't really see anything else. Let's hop over here and sequence break. It's not really sequence breaking. What the?
This should finish you handily.
Giant mechanical arm, huh?
I just love throughout the level, Spider-Man just insists on being completely nonplussed by all of her like science and gizmos and nonsense. I find it very entertaining, personally. Alright, now it's time to complete a challenge for doing something stupid. Man over machine. That's the one you get for, I forget what they even call it. It's some, like, weird thing. Let's take a look real quick. Man over machine ledge run is the term they use. If you ledge run on a mechanical arm, there's 2 of them in the level, then you totally beat that challenge. Except it's actually kind of hard to complete the level without doing it, like, twice. I'm not sure why that one's a challenge. It's not really challenging at all.
Babbling jackanape, must you ruin everything?
Is that a trick question?
Jackanape is a good word. I feel like more people should use it more often.
She likes me.
Well, lots of people should use it at all. The people who do use it should use it more often.
Fantastic.
That's interesting. I don't think I had noticed that before. So, like, once you commit to one of these areas, the force field comes up and prevents you from going back and switching tasks. So, hopefully, you're in a position to commit to completing something.
What the shock are these things?
Oh, that was lame. Trying to use my charge attack on these guys. There's a challenge that wants you to use your charge attack to hit 5 enemies in one go. That's why I wanted to upgrade my charge attack, even though I think it was just the Goblin level where I was sort of like, I don't really care about most of these charge attacks. Yeah, I wasn't making that up. For the most part, I don't really... I mean, like, 2099's is pretty good. It's better than I remember. I hadn't actually used it at all during this playthrough because I just had such an unfavorable memory of how most of them worked out. But he does this sort of like... does like an impression of the Flash or something. And sort of like warps around punching everyone really quick. It's kind of fun. I like that one. It's not the most practical one, because like the range between enemy characters that you're hitting, it's not super huge. I'm being assaulted by jet bikes. The Jetsons don't have these problems. Actually, the Jetsons might have these problems. One of the reoccurring problems on the Jetsons was technology just sort of like malfunctioning. So I could totally see like a hover bike in the Jetsons, which totally existed. I remember an episode where there was a police officer on a hover bike. It had some like really weird implications about how the futuristic legal system worked. I actually wrote about it a little bit in my blog. You should check it out. I always leave links in the description bar thing down below. I'm probably pointing to it right now with an annotation. If you're wondering what I'm doing, more spider emblems. I'm like pretty much 2/3 of the way there, which is a pretty good spot to be in at this point in the level. Mostly because, you know, there's just really aren't a ton of places to find them. There's like 60 in the level, allegedly, according to the pause screen. But I find them relatively difficult to track down. There's just like a lot of places you can maneuver around here, and a lot of them not super useful.
I've been working here for years, and I still can't believe that Alchemax just flat out ripped off the Avengers logo.
That's a good point. They totally did that. Spider emblem here? What about the other side? Looks like the other side's got one. Nice. Okay. Let's actually do something interesting. And not accidentally do an unnecessary jump move.
You're not the first to try and stop me, Spider-Man. Even some of my subordinates have accused me of megalomania.
And let me guess, you listen to their concerns calmly with an open mind.
Not quite.
That was my next.
Public eye, we have an intruder in Lab 4.
I missed you guys.
All units, report to me now!
See, that's sort of what the charge attack looks like. Boom, 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 boom. It's really hard to hit 5 people, though, especially when there's, like, shield guys around. It's still an effective attack, though. Like, even if you're only hitting, like, 2 or 3 people with it. I don't think I would recommend trying to do a charge attack for just one, though. I hate the shield guys. I hate the shield guys a lot. I also hate when... Wow, that was really odd. That guy attacking the shield person totally, like, ruined my ability to attack the shield person. That was some really unfortunate timing. Die already! Nobody likes you, shield guy! Stop clubbing me! I am not your vehicle, and I am not in the position to be thefted. Did that guy just blow himself up? There was like a targeting crosshair on me for like half of a second.
Lucky for you, I take requests.
Is there a spider emblem here? Thought there was. Yoink. Yeah, I guess one of the problems for collecting spider emblems in this level is, like, the areas sort of get shut off after you go to them. At least some of them do. I think this direction does.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Okay, this time that wall counted.
Ever since that artifact fell into her hands.
I can connect the dots. Can you help me get through here?
The barrier's down. Good luck. I can try. Hold on!
Clever, but not clever enough. What are you doing? No! No! Deactivate isolation chamber.
Nice!
But yeah, as I was saying, that was the glass door that didn't count the last time I played through this level, and made it impossible for me to get all of the challenges. Which is a source of frustration, because you know how I like to get all the challenges. And you know how I like to get them all in one go and not have to replay levels. Just adds so much unnecessary time to my process. Anyway, looks like we're in good shape this time. But,
Discovered another one of my masterpieces. Enjoy its beauty while you can. Security, I need immediate assistance.
Well, I'll leave you to ponder what type of assistance she'll be able to get from a private police force with rocket launchers and laser guns and shields and clubs and stuff. And I'll join you here next time as I continue to try and foil the evil nefariousness that is Lady Dr. Octopus's super science scheme. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and leave likes if you like what you see here, and if not, you should go ahead and tell me how I can improve things in the comments. See you guys later. Hope you have a good one, and I'm sure you'll have a good time next Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.